Well, it's still no by January. This room is still what it is. It is Wednesday the 24th, and this video is supposed to post in 2 days, and I've got nothing. So with that, this is not my ideal first quilt situation of 2024, but we're gonna have to work with what we have because all my pieces that I thought that I picked up from the free table at my guild meeting last weekend, I still need to buy a third piece. So nothing quite finishes those quilts that those fabrics coordinate. So those will come later. So today we're gonna scramble for something new. So at least I don't need to have it fully quilted this week, but sidetrack, rewind. If you've seen the mess in here, you know why. And so with that, we're gonna go easy peasy this week. So I had full intentions to go into Stash Busters, or I just got the Go Bold, and none of my fabrics are just working for that. And I need something that's not half square triangles because I've got 2 days to get this video posted. So with that, we're gonna go for Sweet Times. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. So we're gonna go Sweet Times, and it's not gonna be my normal color scheme. It's not gonna be all bright and cheery and it is gonna be happy. It's gonna make somebody happy. It's not my usual color scheme. It's very neutral and calming, so at least it's got that going for it. But I am using scraps and big chunks that I have left over and hoping that I can make it. I don't know if my binding will make it out of this, but that's where flange binding may come to the rescue again in the next video. So for, let me find Sweet Times. So for Sweet Times, we've just got big squares with little borders and a triple border on the quilt. And so with that, this is gonna be our focal. So remember these squares, they were in the dinosaur one and they were in the stellar quilt last year. And then these are gonna be my coordinates. Yes, they very much need iron because you've seen my floor if you've watched last week's video. So I'm gonna iron these out. They are the big chunks, like this one still has batting attached. They are the big chunks from some of the quilt backs. So hopefully they'll make the 3-yard pieces that we need and we'll go from there. So I've got to iron these and clear off my cutting table so that we can get to work. So wish me luck. So I've been multitasking and I've got paper, scissors, gift wrap, all sorts of stuff here. But here is our strip piecing for our blocks. So I'm gonna have these two paired together and then the brown is under here as well. So those are gonna pair together. And then this is the border set for the inside border. And then this over here, I think I have 8 full strips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe it's just 7. But they are a little bit longer than with the fabric because I cut the other way, but I also have these little bits. So border 1 should be fine. We'll see what happens with border 2 if I need to get a little fussy in there. But there is everything, plus a birthday present. And so I'm gonna go start strip piecing so then we can get this underway and have a quilt top by Friday. like how my rotary blade was acting all complicated, like it needs changed, but clearly it was doing just fine when it cut my finger earlier. But anyways, so now I've got to sew my little strip pieces on there to make these into a finished block, and then sew 3 rows across, 4 rows down, and we'll have the middle of a quilt top. So I recorded my intro at about 10:30 this morning, and it is 9:56 right now. So we have a finished quilt top, and with that, had I not stopped to eat lunch or eat dinner or do everyday things, I probably would have got this done a lot quicker. But all in all, we are back on track and in success for today to get our video done for Friday when you're viewing this. So everything that you see was a scrap from a backing for 3 different quilts. So this one was a dinosaur one. This one was not a 3-yard quilt, but the same size. And then I don't remember what the brown was. Oh, the brown was probably the Stellar. So with that, I was able to get all my pieces I needed out of those scraps with one exception, and that was 1 strip of these squares. I needed to cut 1 more strip because it just wasn't the right dimension. I was short 4 squares. So luckily I had that. Otherwise I would have figured out a plan B and maybe thrown a dinosaur print in there or something. But also, since I ran out of fabric for my borders to cut those strips, specifically my green border, I pieced in a little bit of the scrap left over from this as well to kind of accent to the top corner and then the bottom corner on this side. So then they're coordinated and it blends and it makes it look intentional. So I'm very happy with that. And now I've just got to figure out how I'm going to quilt it and back it, because I don't know what I have in here that's enough for a backing. So that's going to be my next adventure. But in the meantime, well, let me show you what Trixie was doing all day. And now that you've seen that, let me show you this up close, and then we'll be back soon for some quilting.